Yo, what's going on, snipers, and welcome back to our Dallas Stars franchise mode. So in last episode, we simmed the season, we made a few trades to help us, and we managed to make the playoffs with a 38-31, 9-4 record, and we're going to be taking on the Winnipeg Jets in the first round of the playoffs this year. We've never faced them before in the playoffs, and their roster is kind of interesting. It looks like it's really reliant on their top line, but other than that, they don't really have any huge overalls on their team except for Bjorkstrand, which is on their second line. The team doesn't look like they'd be a team to make the playoffs, but here they are. And they've been doing really good lately, 7-3, so we gotta watch out for them. I don't know if they have good chemistry or what's the main reason they're winning. Maybe they just have a really good coach. So yeah, we're gonna get into this shortly. Let's just take a quick look at their lines again just to show you guys, just in case you didn't catch the end of last episode, because it was a pretty long episode. So as you can see, top line was pretty good overall wise. Second line, Bjorkstrand's good. Genther would be better as a third liner. And yeah, the rest of this team is more depth kind of options and all that. We have guys in our AHL that are just as good as the fourth line there. And defensively, they're not that bad. For these 80s would be okay on a top 6 or top 4 maybe, but to have 77s and a 74 is not the greatest. And then goalie wise as well, they're really struggling in overalls. But I mean, this guy might simulate really well. This guy I don't know about because this is his first season in the NHL. He was a 7th round pick a couple years ago, and he's got medium elite potential. Just crazy. Okay, so let's get into this first round of the playoffs and see if we can get on to the second round. We haven't been to the second round in quite a while, or we actually haven't been in the playoffs in over a season because we missed last year. I'm glad we finally made it, at least. The last few games that we played against the Jets, we lost 5-3 here. We won 4-3 there, so we're 1-1 against them so far this season. Let's just see. I'm curious. 1-2 against them this season, 1-3 against them this season, and 2-3. Yeah, it looks like we went 2-3 against them during the season. So hopefully we could win against them. I mean, it should be a pretty fair matchup because of the standings, but you never know. We definitely have the overall upper hand, but they could be a cheese team that wins a lot of games, or like I said, has a really good chemistry. So here we go, game 1 in the Winnipeg Arena. Let's see if we could take a 1-0 series lead on the road, as we have to deal with the whiteout first period, and it's 1-1. Okay, I'll take that. Keith Tkachuk, so their top line, not a surprise that they're going to score. Makes it 1-0, but then Mike Modano answers for us. Shots are 12-10 in favor of us as well, so hopefully we could have a good second period. And it's a 3-3 game. Okay, so they're keeping up with our offense, because our offense is a lot better than theirs, I think, overall wise. Savage makes it 2-1. Ozolinsh scores, nice free agent signing, and Keith Drake scores to make it 3-2 for us. But then Holdweg will tie it up late. So Nabokov once again starting to struggle in the playoffs because he's never been a really good playoff simulating goalie. So I'm kind of concerned about that. But he's off to not a good start so far. Hopefully our offense could win the game though for him. Power play here in the third, and we don't score. And the Jets are going to take the lead. Still in Genther. God damn it. I don't know how Nabokov lets in this much goals against a team like this. The top line makes sense, but still. And there's a power play goal from Dallas Drake, who we acquired a bit before the deadline. He was actually really good for us when we acquired him. So great to bring him in. And it's a 4-4 game, and we are headed to overtime. Shots are 41-26 in favor of us, but it's been a back and forth game. And both goalies have been playing pretty even though they have a 79 and we have an 88, which is really weird. Let's see what happens here in overtime. Come on, boys. Who wants to be the hero? Penalty kill. Oh, we got it. No, it wasn't a shorthanded goal, but we get the winner, and it is Sidor beating Rizzi. So we get the win 5-4 in overtime in game 1. So a good road win. So Modano from Sidor and Wong, Ozolinsh from Franzen and Drake. Drake from Franzen and... that's it. Genther, no, never mind. Drake, the other Drake from Lundell and Sanderson, and Sidor from Sanderson. So our top line did really well. Sidor gets first star with 2 points, Russo to second star with 3 assists, and Savage to third. Okay, good. We managed to take a 1-0 series lead. Hopefully Nabokov could start playing better though, because like he's not been a good playoff goalie, which means I might need to look for a better goalie, like a goalie that might be more of like a basic overall, like an 84 or an 85 instead of an 88, because it seems like higher overall goalies don't simulate as good as they should, at least in my opinion. So here we go, game number 2, still in Winnipeg. Let's see if we could take a 2-0 series lead here. Our offense has been good. Our defense needs to play a bit better, though. First period, and it's 1-0 Jets. Not good. Keith Tkachuk, not a surprise at the top line, still continuing to contribute. Shots are 11-8 in favor of the Jets. Come on, Nabokov, you got to play better, boy. Second period, and it's 2-1 them. Sador ties it up, the OT hero from last game, and Kozlov, their top liner, makes it 2-1 for them. We're being outshot 21-15. Come on, guys. We need to get a lot more chances. Like 15 shots throughout 2 is not necessarily the greatest. Let's see what happens here in the third. Penalty kill early, and they go up 3-1. God damn it. Fowler makes it 3-1. And it looks like we're going to have a tie series potentially headed back to Dallas unless we could get 2 late goals here. We had a power play chance, but we don't convert. Penalty kill. Nicely done. And Genther is going to make it 4-1, and not another good game for Nabokov. I am not impressed with Nabokov. Letting in 4 goals in back-to-back games against this type of team. Nabokov might be on his way out soon. Sador getting the only goal from Sanderson and Wong. 3 stars in that game, all Jets guys. It's mostly their top line, and we can't even score more than 1 goal against a 79 goalie. That's kind of bad too. I might change up our defensive pairings just to see if that helps. I don't know if it's our defense or if it's Nabokov. That's the main concern. Our HL team made the playoffs. I think that's the first time they've made it in a couple years since they won like the Calder Cup. I think they won the Calder Cup. Let's go to edit lines quickly and make some defensive changes because I don't know if it's like I said the defense or the goaltending. +2, +1. Oh, it's the second pairing that's struggling a bit. What if I was to go like that? Yeah, okay, we're going to do something like that. Put Lindback with Ozelinch and Soleil and Hatcher. And we'll leave these guys the same. And goalie-wise, yeah, Nabokov is dropping the ball every single year. He plays really bad. Like, regular season-wise, he's been okay. Playoff-wise, this is just really bad numbers. Like a 312 goals against average and a 905. Like, he has a winning record, kind of. But damn. And then Sokolov has never played playoffs, I think. Oh, no, he has with other teams. But he's been really bad, too. So hopefully our goaltending could come around or our defense could start playing really well. Because really, this team should be simulating a lot better than they are. Like we have probably overall base teams, but a lot of other teams somehow managed to beat us with teams like overall players like 78 and stuff like that. So I don't know if it's just coming down to chemistry or what. Here we go, first period of game 3 on home ice. First period, and wow, okay, that's what the offense needed. 4-1 after 1. So Dallas Drake opens the scoring, beating Rizzi, then Lundell scores, then Clancy scores. McPherson gets the Jets on the board, but then Wong scores. 4 goals on 9 shots for us, so their goalies are starting to finally play like their goalies, like their overalls. Second period, 5-1 us. This should be pretty much a lockdown unless we blow it in the third. Medano making it a 5-1 game. We're outshooting them 25-15. Let's see what happens here in the third period. Also, sorry if you could hear my laptop making a lot of noise in the background. It's like literally rendering the episode before this. 5-1. That's what I needed from our offense, and our defense is playing better too right now. Goaltending's been 1 goal and 22 shots is not too bad. Still not a lot of shots from the block off the face though, and we win 5-1. So a good defensive game and a good offensive one as we take a 2-1 series lead. So Dallas Drake from Hatcher and the other Drake, Lindell from Sador and Soleil, Clancy from Franzen and Keith Drake, Wong from Sador and Sanderson, and Medano from Sanderson and Sador. So I think our top 2 lines have been pretty good for offense. Or maybe it's our third line and our first line. Sador gets first star, 3 assists, Lundell the second star, and Keith Drake the third. Okay, a nice 5-1 victory. So we've had 2 games where we scored 5 goals, which means our offense is doing really well, but it's the defense that has to start picking it up. Like this game was good, but the last game before that wasn't good, and the other one wasn't that good either. So here we go, game number 4, still on home ice. Can we take a 3-1 series lead, or are we going to have a tie series headed back to Winnipeg? First period, and it's 1-0 us. Good job, boys. Not as offensive as last game, but still I'll take a 1-0 lead. Shots are 11-6 in favor of us, as Modano has the only goal. Second period, and 3-1 for us. Yes, boys. Sullivan scores to make it a 1-1 game, and then Sanderson scores 2 goals to give us that 3-1 lead. The top line's been contributing really well to our offense, and the defense is starting to pick it up a bit. Hopefully we can continue this in the third period. And Lindback's going to get a power play goal to make it 4-1. And Modano makes it 5-1. Yeah, our offense has been really good. I'm really liking our offense. It's been playing a lot better than it did during the regular season. Our defense has been solid the last 2 games, it looks like, but Nabokov has not been that good. Like 2 goals on 22 shots. Like, we're not even allowing a lot of shots on him, but he's still letting a lot of goals. So we win that one 5-2, and we have taken a 3-1 series lead, which is huge. Hopefully we can close out the series in Winnipeg. So Modano from Lindell and Slay, Sanderson from Lindback, Sanderson from Wong and Sador, Lindback from Wong and Ozelinch, Modano from Slay and Lindell. It actually might be our power play unit that's doing really well, I don't know. Sanderson with 2 goals gets first star, Modano with 2 goals gets second star, and Lindback to third with a goal and assist. So that's like the third time we've reached 5 goals in the series. Yeah, that's the third time we've hit 5 goals in a game. Our only offensive game where we were bad was game number 2. And we have been picking it up defensively the last 2 games as well, only allowing 3 goals in 2 games. It's just Nabokov still hasn't been the greatest in terms of save percentage and whatnot. So here we go. Game number 5. Can we win in Winnipeg and head to the second round for the first time in I don't know how many years. I don't remember if I was in the second round when the last time we made the playoffs was, but here we go. First period and 2-0 Jets. Now Nabokov is starting to play like himself again. 2 goals on 6 shots. Jeez. Like, if I was the coach right now, I'd be like, hey, put in Sokolov. 2 goals on 6 shots is an 88 is not good. And our offense is nowhere to be found after 2 good games back-to-back. Second period. There you go. That is what I'm talking about, offense. Quiet for 1 period. They go up 3-0, but we score 4 unanswered goals. Nakar, Modano, Clancy, and Drake give us a 4-3 lead, but then Shannon's going to tie it up with 12 seconds left in the second. But we have 4 goals against on 15 shots. Yeah, we might need to look into finding a new goalie because Nabokov, I mean, he's been winning games in the regular season to get us into the playoff situations, but his playoff record and playoff goals against is not what we need. Okay, so here we go. Third period. Can we score 5 goals for the 3rd straight game? Yes, we can. Sador makes it 5-4 for us. Come on, boys, let's get some insurance. Power play for us. We don't score. Penalty kill, and they score, and it's Keith Tkachuk to make it 5-5, and they get another power play goal as well. Shannon to give it a 6-5 lead for the Jets. Damn it, the block off. Sador makes it 6-6, though. This has been a really crazy game, and crazy series in general for offense. Damn it, McPherson makes it 7-6 Jets, and Kolosov gets the empty netter. Damn it, we lose 8-6. Yeah, Nabokov's not playing next game. Screw that, even though we have a chance to win the series. He allowed 7 goals on like 28 shots. Like, we're not even allowing that much shots against, yet we're letting a lot of goals against. Like, that was a very good offensive game for us, but defensively, it was horrendous. Like, Nabokov, let's go to his stats, because holy hell, that was a really bad game for him. A 741 save percentage, and a 705 goals against. I mean, he had 1 assist, which is kind of cool, but yeah, we're going to go to the backup for the next game, because Nabokov be consistent at all. Like, I mean, those last 2 games before were really good, but then all of a sudden just allowing 8 goals in a game where we could have won because of our offense. I don't like it. We have a chance to win the series on home ice, which is good, but I am going to put in Sokolov. Our offense has been really good. Sador's got 10 points in 5 games, but something has just not been good for Nabokov. That third line is actually minus as well. Probably because of that last game, though. Yeah, Nabokov, you've been really bad. Like, your record, 3-2 with an 864 and a 356. You're just continuing to be bad. Like, 18 goals against in 5 games. We're going to put in Sokolov. Give Nabokov a break. Maybe he played too much during the regular season. I don't know. But let's see if Sokolov could actually win a game. He doesn't have a good playoff goals against either. But who knows? Maybe he'll come in and help us win a game. So here we go. Game number 6. Can we please close out the series? Because I don't want to go to a game 7 in Winnipeg. Let's see what happens. First period. And oh my god. 2-0 them. Dale Craigswell with both goals. I mean, it was more shots against for them, but our defense is now struggling. Second period, still 2-0. We need 2 goals in the third, or else we're going to a game 7. After having a 3-1 series lead, we might be going to a game 7. Power play, come on, boys. There you go. Dallas straight gets us on the board. The former Winnipeg Jet, too. Another power play chance we didn't score. Come on, we need another goal here. Come on, offense. I might have to make a lot of line changes, and Fowler makes it 3-1. I mean, Sokolov has outplayed Nabokov in this game. Outplayed Nabokov so far. 3 goals against on 31 shots as opposed to 8 goals against on like 27 shots. Yeah, I'm gonna probably have Nabokov back in the lineup, but I am gonna make some line changes all around because it seems like this team is just not very consistent. Like, we win a couple games and then all of a sudden we just drop 2 games and our defense is really hot garbage. Okay, so what do we want to do in terms of our lineup? Change the forward core around maybe. Let's go. Sidor's been good. Medano has also been really good though. I mean, I could do some changes like that. Like, let's see what we could do here. Let's go Medano. Yeah, let's go Medano back to the top line. And then we'll put Sanderson here. Clancy, no. Keith Drake. Yeah, we'll move Keith Drake up. And then move Dallas Drake over to that side. Do something like that. Lundell's been actually really good too. And then plus minus wise, Martinson's been a minus 2. We're going to take Martinson out of the lineup and put in Herdina. See if that helps out a bit. And defensively, wow, the top pairing, Haynes is a plus 8. Damn, how is he a plus 8 with his team being that bad? Damn, it's the top pairing. Lindback's a minus 9, but Haynes is a plus 8. Okay, so let's go with Soleil there instead. Yeah, we'll go Soleil there instead. And then Lindback and Hatcher. And Nabokov, yeah, you're going to get your shot again. You know, it is a series clinching game. Okay, game 7. We're back in Winnipeg again. We've won 1 game so far here in Winnipeg, I think. Hopefully we could clinch the series here. Because if we drop a 3-1 series lead to losing 7, I'm going to be mad. Like, this team is just really inconsistent. Game 7, real-time simulation. Come on, boys. We're not going to check the playoffs, or not the playoff stats, the retirements in this episode if we lose. But Ruslan Saleh has a power play goal for us. 1-0. Come on, boys. Let's just keep playing good defensively in this game. There you go. Sidor makes it 2-0. Okay, so we're playing good so far here for a Game 7 situation, and then Genther scores to make it a 2-1 game. Shots are 14-13 in favor of us. Come on, boys. Let's play good here in the second. We need some more insurance other than this 1-goal lead. Power play, 5-on-3. We don't score on it. Final 10 minutes here of this second period. Not third period. I wish it was the third. And oh my god, Rousseau ties it up. 2 goals against in a row, and it's a 2-2 game. We had a 2-0 lead, and now we're botching this as well. Come on, Nabokov, you gotta play good. Third period underway. Penalty kill early in this third, and we kill it off, and they go ahead. Martinic, god damn it, Nabokov. And Kozlov makes it 4-2. I'm really fed up with the series almost in general. Nabokov has just not been the goalie we wanted him to. We're going to be out in the first round in 7 games after having a 3-1 series lead and a 2-0 series lead in a Game 7 situation. There's Ozolinsh making it 4-3, and we're going to lose by 1 goal. And Nabokov allowing like 4 goals a game every time he plays. That was such a good offensive first round, but then the goaltending is just hot garbage. Well, we're out in the first round again. And we can never seem to get to that second round or to that Cup Finals again. So, yeah, let's sim to the awards, and then we might look at who's available for free agency and the draft class and all that. But really, this team is just not able to win. I mean, our HL team's still in the playoffs, so hopefully they can win the Calder Cup, but damn. HL's still in the playoffs, which is good. Hopefully they get to the finals. And yeah, the HL might be in the finals, I think, because we should be close to the finals, and we have our offers, but we're going to stay with Dallas. Even though I could switch teams, I'm not going to. But this team has been really frustrating. Blackhawks fire their coach, and the Cup champions are the New York Islanders this year, and Charlotte wins the AHL. The New York Islanders winning the Stanley Cup, okay. That's interesting. Let's take a look at individual awards. So we'll actually take a look at the playoff tree first. So it was the Islanders and the Germans in the finals, and the Islanders won at 7. Okay. Pretty interesting. How far did the Jets go to the second round? And Texas got to the finals but got swept by Charlotte. Damn it. Our AHL team that came that close to winning again. Like, our AHL team has been outplaying our NHL team, which is ridiculous. And in that playoffs, literally, like, Sador was over point per game. Like, we had a lot of good points in that first round, but some guys were really bad defensively. Like, Lindback was a -10 in 7 games. And the block-off was hot garbage, and Sokolov didn't play good either. Let's just take a look at who led the league in playoff points. It's probably the Conn Smythe winner, which is Gomez, probably. Actually, no, they would have lost, so it would have been Pierre Turgeon. Okay, let's take a look at those player awards, and then we'll take a look at the draft class and stuff. We're not going to take a look at the retirements yet this episode. So the New York Islanders win the Stanley Cup. The Edmonton Oilers won the President's Trophy, and it was the New York and Germany finals. Martin Straka wins the Art Ross and the Hart. Daryl Sador wins the James Norris. It's kind of interesting. Martin Straka wins the Lady Byng. Luhi Varo wins the Calder. Turgeon wins the Conn Smythe. Turek wins the Vezina and the William N. Jennings, him and Tim Thomas. Jason Smith wins the Bill Masterton. LaChance, who's Vancouver's coach, wins the Jack Adams. Chris Drury wins the Selke. Martin Straka wins the Ted Lindsay. And Jaromir Jagr the Maurice Richard. AHL-wise, any awards for us? Oh, Thompson won an award. Best defenseman in the AHL. And that is it. Okay, let's take a quick look at the draft class and then also the potential pending free agents. I don't know if they'll be free agents for sure. Also, we could take a look at what contracts we have to renew for next episode. And yeah, you guys could let me know down below because I am just really fed up with this team. Like, I almost want to start a new series, but at the same time I don't. Because I really just want to finish this one throughout. So, we're probably drafting, like, I would say some around here. This guy might be high elite. Probably not. But there is also maybe a medium elite grinder there. This guy would be interesting. Hard to tell with some of these guys. This guy might be a low elite sniper. We might go with Kim Jacobs with our first rounder. Or he might be a top 6. There's also Lideker, who looks pretty decent. Okay, so that's the draft class anyways, in case you guys wanted to suggest anything. In terms of our contracts that we have up for renewal this year, though, I don't even know who we have up. Let's see, all expiring. So, Sanderson, Sador, Hatcher, a lot of actually good guys. So, Sador, I would want to come back. Sanderson, maybe. Darian Hatcher, I don't know if we want to keep him, maybe. Dallas Drake was a pretty good option if he doesn't retire. Yeah, there's definitely some of these guys where I'm going to be definitely letting them go. And then goalie-wise, Sokolov, okay. What about unsigned guys? How's their potential prospects doing? Callahan's up to a 71, but at 22. Okay. How about goalie prospects? Sandlak. What about in the system? I just want to see. DePenta's up to a 73, so he actually might be an NHL goalie soon. And how did he play in the AHL this year? He was insane in the AHL. 28, 8, and 2. Holy crap. And in the playoffs, he was 11 and 9. Yeah, this guy might actually be a good simulator. Who knows? Okay, so we have some good prospects in the system at least, but and potential free agents this year in case, even though free agency is probably going to be a different episode other than next episode. Daniel Alfredson might be available. We want to look at UFAs only, not RFAs. So all these type of guys might be available. I don't know if any of them will be ones we want to bring in or not, but you guys can let me know. Okay, so anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of our Dallas Stars franchise mode. So in next episode, we'll take it to the draft and re-sign stage, and hopefully we can get this team better, because legitimate every time we make the playoffs, it's a first round exit, or if we miss the playoffs, it's like literally by a couple points. And then if we get to the playoffs, even our goaltending just does hot garbage. Like, we haven't had a good playoff goalie since Andy Moog. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys next time.